Okay, thank you all for joining today. This is the second in our series of Introduction to Corporate Responsibility. I'm Radzinski, speaker, educator, and expert in corporate responsibility and sustainable product design. And today we're going to be talking about systems, and we're going to specifically be looking at our current system of economics, our system of how we make products and goods and services, and look at opportunities on how we might be able to improve that system over time. And that will build upon that as we go through this series of blogs. One thing that I really like to talk about when I teach my classes or when I work with different organizations is systems. Everything is a system. If you think about it, our present economic system is the way we do business. And if you think about it, it's really built on consuming things, okay? We have to make more stuff to make more money. We have a growing population on the planet that requires more stuff. And if you look at it, our system is not really well designed. It's actually pretty horribly designed if you think about it, because the system is designed around taking resources out of the earth, making stuff, and throwing it away or wasting it. We call that take, make, waste. And that system is really not very sustainable if you think about it. Because how long can we continue to take resources out of the earth, utilize them for a very short amount of time, and then dispose of them? And one thing to think about, if we think about the way physics works, or thermodynamics, the first law of thermodynamics basically states that matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, they can only change form. So what that essentially means is that even though we think we're getting rid of something, or we're burning it, or disposing of it, it's really not going away, because there really is no away on the planet. So when we do these things with various chemicals, or metals, or oil, fossil fuels, taking them out of the earth, utilizing them in a wasteful manner for a very short amount of time, and then getting rid of them or disposing of them is totally unsustainable. So if I wanted to sum it up in a few words, our current system is very wasteful, inefficient, depletive. We're also a fossil fueled economy. Everything we do relies on fossil fuels, not only for just energy production. We do burn a lot of oil, we do burn a lot of natural gas and coal to make electricity and to heat our buildings and create energy for our processes. But oil and other fossil fuels are actually integrated within many of the products we use. Plastics are made from fossil fuels, and they're heavily wasted. Most of us use bottled water. If you drink bottled water, that bottle, there's actually about 50 to 100 billion of those bottles used in the United States each year, and only 28% of those bottles get recycled back into bottles or something else. The rest are being disposed of or burned. So we're losing those resources really quickly. The other thing we want to think about is our current system is very linear. We, along with take, make, waste, we also call that cradle to grave. So we basically have an end to the resources. If we think about where we want to go with the new economy, the green revolution, or the next industrial revolution, whatever we want to call it, the goal is to create what I call a circular economy, where we basically use resources many times over. We keep taking them and taking those resources and turning them back into similar or equivalent quality products on a continuous basis. We also want to do that in a manner where we are doing that based on renewable energy. The sun is an incredible source of energy. And even though we're a really smart species, we haven't really figured out how to harness that energy in an effective way. One of the most incredible machines or organisms out there is a tree. If you think about it, the tree can basically take sunlight, it can absorb carbon dioxide, releases oxygen, and then the tree grows, and it's completely run on solar energy. That same tree also does not create any waste. The branches, the leaves, anything that comes off of that tree basically decomposes or breaks down and basically feeds that tree. So the tree becomes a self-feeder. So we really have to focus on this next industrial revolution on making products that are produced from renewable energy, hopefully using the power of the sun, making products and materials that can be reused and recycled back into themselves many times, dematerializing, using less materials, being much more eco-efficient with the materials that we use. And if we don't do that, right now we're over 7 billion people on the planet. There's only about 1.8 or 2 billion people that live like all of us that are watching this video. But there are another 5 billion, the up-and-coming middle class in the developing world, that want to live like us. And if you think about it, how are we going to provide all the things that all of us have and take advantage of, or take for granted every day, if we don't develop a much better system on how we manage materials, how we utilize energy, how we power our homes and our buildings, how we design our buildings, how we design our communities, how we design our transportation systems. All of that needs to be focused on if we're really going to create a sustainable society. And the great thing is there's a lot of companies out there, a lot of organizations that are really pushing this. They have their own corporate responsibility or sustainability programs that is helping to fuel this. There's people that are being much more innovative with the materials, energy systems, products, the way things are recovered, extended producer responsibility programs, reducing packaging, many great things happening. So we're really excited about where things are going. I've got a lot of optimism and hope that we all can pull together and do a lot more things when it comes to making the planet more sustainable and our society more sustainable. So in the next coming weeks, we're going to do some additional video blogs, and we're going to talk about additional topics around how we can design more sustainable products, how we can focus on making better buildings, how we can focus on developing a corporate responsibility program that gets results really quickly. So I hope you'll tune in the coming weeks, and we can continue to talk about these topics, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. If you have any questions, please email me and let me know, and I'll be glad to respond to questions. And the more people that email me, I'll definitely tailor my blogs to meet and satisfy the topics you're interested in. So thank you, and I look forward to talking to you more in the future.